everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name's James. Today we're going to be having a look at some of your lovely plumbing disasters and plum proud photos, so you can see the yin, the yang, the bad, the good, what you shouldn't do and what you should do in the world of plumbing. Let's get on with the video. This is a plumbing disaster sent in by Barry Fayers. Barry, oh my God, how is anyone ever gonna pipe that shower up? There is so much wrong in this one photo when it comes to this Shonky shower. We've got a 4-inch pipe going underneath. Well, what's that doing there? You're gonna have to raise the shower up at least 8 inches for this to work, which is quite high, especially if Doris is gonna be getting in it. But also, someone's cut the corner out of the shower as well, thus ruining its structural integrity, all right? AC Plumbingster sent us through this lovely photo. This is like a before and after one that he sent us. So we've got the beforehand bit, dreadful pipe work, awful stack going in, everything absolutely disgraceful, horrible. And then after that, look at this Transformazione. Oh baby. Lovely little bit of black waste pipe there. We've also got a 4-inch branch going over, elbowing down nicely into it, a massive rod point at the end. Sorted. That is a hashtag plum proud, if ever I'd seen one. Plumpro.nw though has sent us through this little baby. It doesn't matter, does it, if you've got 45s or even elbows in the van, or the car, or the shed if you're a DIY. All you need to do is get a flexible Multiquick and bang that on, and boom, Bob's your uncle, and Fanny's your mother's aunt, or whatever they say down the old Tottenham Court Road, oh baby. M.Y.Heating sent this plumbing disaster, hashtag are flue kidding me. Did anyone ever watch The Raccoons with Cyril Sneer? Well, if you did, this is going to bring back memories. Just look at that. There is quite a lot of other stuff wrong with this as well. You know what? It must have pointed upwards at one point and it's just span round because they didn't clip it to the wall. Thanks ever so much for sending that through though. M.Y.Heating. Oh baby! Prevail Heating sent us through this gorgeous plum proud here. Oh my God. Nice little valence, still yet to be wired up, but the first bit of class that you're gonna see is that lovely swept band around the bottom of it, straight pipes all round, clipping into the side of the vented cylinder, which some people says is a big no-no, but I think it looks absolutely stunning. And not to mention at least 300mm between the tundish and the first bend, because if there isn't one there, everybody's gonna die. Dave Parsi had to hold his nose when he went into this bathroom. Unlucky Dave. AGS Heating with a gorgeous plum proud here. Nicely laid out, beautifully clipped on a lovely bit of plywood, which I like to do. A nice little nesta, a valent, and of course, some gorgeous insulazione, as they say in Italia. Is it just us plumbers who tug at these little bits of skin? You keep tugging, you keep pulling, and then before you know it, you're Arnold Schwarzenegger in Terminator. And of course, Jim Carrey in the film Dumb and Dumber pulling a slightly pained face, but I prefer Jim Carrey in the gorgeous film The Truman Show, which sort of does make me cry a bit. Don't worry guys, builders know how to cap off the gas when they're doing a job. Just look at this photo sent in by Spectrum Plumbing Team. Yeah, we'll turn that off there, then we'll put a push fit over the end. Yippee-ki-yay, oh baby. D-Gilly22 sent us through this hashtag FlexiFriday, hashtag ShonkyShower. I mean, there's not a lot we can say about this, but I do like the beads they've got hanging up there. I wonder if they put them up their bum. DevZ Plumbing and Heating sending us through a plum proud here. Wow, look at those straight pipes. Look at those black clips. Look at that gorgeous 80 MagnaClean. Look at the little yellow clips for the gas line. And also the lovely 2-port valves, all in a nice little neat row. I love it. Great work here, DevZ Plumbing and Heating. Mwah! Mwah! Kieran McDonald sent this one through. Nice little plumbing disaster. I'll just put it on the screen. You can pause the video and see what's wrong yourself. All right, guys? Comment below what's wrong and don't look through the other comments before you comment. All right? I don't want you to see the answer. What's wrong with this beast? Rory Bio 88. Where's the isolation valve gone? Oh, it's there. It's hiding in the snow. No, it doesn't matter. Even if it had been out and you turned it on or off, it still would have leaked. They always do, mate. I'd like to ask you to click the subscribe button and the notification bell. It's really important and helps the channel grow. Anyway, let's get on with the video. Philly B12 turned up on the job, was told he needs to go outside and turn the water off, the mains to the flat. Easy, he thought, and then he got outside and saw this lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 stopcocks. If you ask me, that's a lot of cock. This was sent in by Scott Chaplin, plumbing disaster, but one that you guys can learn from as well. Make sure when you're putting the valve in that you push it all the way down, otherwise you'll be getting called out to a stopcock that has just blown off the pipe. And as you can see by the paint line here, this is exactly why. It was not pushed in far enough. If you've got a bit of pipe, push it all the way in. Now, I know that turning your radiators on and off is all about convenience. I've got the Tado system at my house and it's great, I can do it from my phone. But what if I was in the kitchen and I wanted to turn the radiator off that is underneath the kitchen worktops? Well, Stay Lit found this plumbing disaster / maybe Plum Proud that's got you covered. Look at that, the TRV is sticking out above, little bit of pipe work. You're all ready to go. Good God. Paulus Reactive Plumbing sent us through a lovely little bit of Plum Proud here. Gorgeous little outside shower. Seems to be all the rage these days. Are we getting longer summers or something? I've even been asked to fit one a couple of doors down from where I live. It only wants to be about 1 metre off the ground, so it's obviously a dog washing station. How lucky these dogs are these days. They are pampered poochies, are they not? But one thing I do really love about this photo is the fact that you've got a little tap point at the bottom just to wash your bits. Oh, baby. Now, I love installing bathrooms, I love installing showers, and some of my customers hate having wet floors, but I've never been asked to do this before. All You Can Heat Gas Services sent us through this one. This bathroom was designed by a person who hates wet floors. It also does look a bit mental, but in a strange sort of way I like it. But no, still going down as a plumbing disaster. Sorry. Viking Plumber got sent out to an immersion that apparently was working last week, and then they rang him up and said, oh, the immersion's gone wrong. He turned out and found this. Some people don't know how lucky they are. How the hell has that not at least burnt everything in the airing cupboard or wherever it was sited, let alone their house down? Shane White asked, where's the isolator for this pipe? And they said, oh, it's just up there. I mean, what is it about people putting things in the way of other things that people know that they're going to want to twist them things sooner or later? It's crazy. One in the Scoop, unusual name, got sent out to a terra toilet, but don't worry, it's not leaking anymore. It's been expanding foamed out of the leaking game. Also, I can't believe it's not butter. Why can't people just admit that Lurpak lightly salted spreadable is the best butter? Mwah, so nice. S. Cox Plumbing and Heating sent us through a lovely bit of Plum Proud. Beautiful black clips on there, I absolutely love. I like the fact you've taken the heads off as well on the 2-port valves before you finish the install off, just to make sure they don't get damaged. Or was that a very protective electrician? Inline scale reducer, lever valves, black clips, it gets a Plum Proud from me, baby. And we're going to finish with a very unusual plumbing disaster. This was sent in by McKernan PH. If you haven't got anywhere to put the expansion vessel, why don't you just boss it into the side of the tank via the secondary return, then hold it up with some tape or random bits and pieces and silicone around the hole. I mean, what can go wrong? Well, I'll tell you what can go wrong, mate. It can get snapped by a proper plumber and sent through to us here at PlumberParts. If you guys want to send through your plumbing photos of Plum Prouds and plumbing disasters and videos as well, always love seeing a video, you can do that by sending it to us on Instagram. You can DM us there. Also, you can tag us on #plumbingdisasters, #PlumProud. But the best way to do it is to send us a DM. You can also send it to us on Facebook as well. So thanks ever so much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Remember to join the AL Army and have a great week as well. I'll see you in the next instructional video. Don't get caught doing what these guys have been doing, unless of course it's a Plum Proud, and I'll see you in the next video. Hold tight! WhatsApp's probably going to be the place as well that I'll share all the behind the scenes stuff. So what I'll probably do over the next few days, some of you this will probably matter to, probably most of you this won't matter because most of you are behind the scenes members already. But we'll keep the behind